I'm Matt Bradney. I'm the Director of Business Development for Prodrive Composites, and I've been here 16 and a half years.
Hi, I'm Dan Tyso. I'm one of the production managers at Prodrive, and I've been here for 8 years.
I'm Rowan Carstensen. I'm the Commercial Director, and I've been with Prodrive 7.5 years.
My current role is, as business development is about winning new work for the business, but also maintaining current customers and customer relations and making sure that we've got sustainability both in terms of the products that we make, but also to keep everybody in gainful employment and food on the table and a roof above their house.
Daily, I'm currently managing both laminating and the paint teams and the inspection team. So my day starts with production meetings effectively for all the departments, setting out the work plan for the day, making sure that we achieve what we needed to yesterday, and then going into the running of the daily schedules for all of the departments.
Yeah, so I think especially because of the diversity of customers and the intensity of the projects we're doing, my days can be quite varied. A lot of the time interacting with customers and our operations team to make sure we're on track to deliver what the customers are requiring from a weekly basis. But then also looking further forward in the technologies we should be investing in, which customers we need to be in partnership with in the future, and what sort of company we would like to be to make sure we're supporting those customers in the future. I moved to the UK from South Africa about 8 years ago to study motorsport engineering, and then I was lucky enough to get a job here at Prodrive Composites, and I've not looked back since. My first big project was actually looking after the Aston Martin racing team, supplying all of their composites on the previous GT3 and GT4. So it was a real experience managing customer requirements, ensuring budgets were on track, quality was where they wanted it to be, and from there really managed to grow into my role as a project manager with different automotive customers, some aerospace customers. Later on, a few years later, I managed to become the operations manager. There was an opportunity there, which was a real challenge for me initially, managing the production element. Here we've got 150 people, so making sure that everyone was aligned, motivated, and knew what they were doing on a daily basis was a bit of a challenge, but extremely rewarding. Yeah, when you get good results from your team.
My department is no more important than any of the other departments. I'm going to give you an analogy of rugby. I'm the guy who puts the ball over the line, whether I'm the number 8 or a winger or a centre. This is a team effort. I can go out and I'm sure I can persuade people to buy things that we can make, but if we don't deliver on what we make or on those promises, we have nothing. So it's not about me in any way, shape or form. It is about the team and what this business, the ethos and the way we do things as a team, that we all win. It's not an I, it's a we.
So initially Prodrive Composites was built as a department to serve the motorsport team many years ago. We've slowly morphed into a business that can support other industries because of that innovation. The direction that Prodrive is going in, from advanced technologies and motorsport, composites has become a key technology enabler to sustainable mobility. And because of the need for lightweighting in mobility, composites plays a key role in that. We can replace heavier, less sustainable materials with composites. And we've used some quite innovative materials. Some of them are in this room: reclaimed carbon fiber, flax fibers, bio-based resins, water-based paints, to not just allow an improvement in performance, but also an added benefit of a more sustainable material.
But yeah, there's been many. I suppose the first contract was a very nice one. It was not very big, but it was a very nice one because it happened within a few months of arriving at the business. That was actually with Red Bull F1, and we made them a chassis for sort of a simulator that they can take off to the racetracks, and people could do wheel changes. So it wasn't quite a full. It didn't go. The chassis didn't go anywhere, but it was a static. But that just kind of signified the right, okay, we've got something here and we can do it and we can deliver it. But there's been many others. There is, I guess, one of the well-known ones is the McLaren P1 that we produced all of the 400 vehicles. But yeah, there are lots of projects, some really kind of cutting edge ones. Unfortunately, we can't talk about those, but yeah, there's some significant milestones that we've done in this business. I'm most proud of the fact that when I walked through the doors, let's say 16 and a half years ago, it was about 12 people in this business that occupied an area which is now now a laminating room. It was incredibly small. The back half of the factory was storage. There were race cars parked in there, there were trophies, there were tyres. And where we stand today has been a monumental effort by everybody involved, whether they're still with the business or whether they've gone on to do other things. But it's to see the growth of the business and the growth of the people within that business. There's 3 people here from when I first started. And you know, that's quite a large number for being here for 16 years. It's really nice to see that people are very proud to wear the Prodrive brand when they come to work, and it's a really great place to work. The morale is brilliant, the diversity is brilliant. It's not about old age white male. This industry has opportunities for everybody and anybody. It doesn't matter what your qualifications are, it doesn't matter what your skills are. If you come with the right attitude, if you do the things that require no skill whatsoever, if you turn up on time, if you've got the right attitude, if you work hard, if you're kind to your co-workers, then you'll get on. And that's what this business is about. It's about a collective. And it's great.
The thing I'm most proud of at Prodrive is the teamwork. I think, you know, in the 8 years that I've been here, we've managed to bring all of the teams together to understand the production plan, and that we're trying to keep our customers happy. And now we're in a situation where all the way from the front end laminating to the paint and inspection teams at the end with the trim shop and that in the middle, we all work together on an hourly basis to make sure our customers are getting exactly what they've asked for.
Prodrive and its 40th anniversary, I mean, it's an amazing achievement and it's an amazing anniversary in itself. When you think back to all the successes, what an eventful 40 years it's been. So that only fills me with excitement as to what the next 40 years are going to be like.
Yeah, the 40th anniversary for Prodrive is significant. I think it's testament probably to David Richards in a huge part. He's a massive figurehead of the business, but the fact that we've evolved from where we were 40 years ago into a sort of all-encompassing business now that has its fingers in so many different pies is really exciting, and it's really good for the team going forward. And the history of the business gives us that kind of kudos that allows us to be proud of where we work and the shirt that we wear, and look forward to the really exciting things that we've got coming on internally.
So with Prodrive reaching its 40th anniversary, I mean, you know, we still have people here contributing weekly to our projects who've been there from the beginning. People like David Lapworth. DR himself obviously is quite involved and provides us with a lot of insight at times. We feel that depth of experience every week, at least I do in the engineering department. But at the same time, it isn't the same Prodrive obviously as it started off. It started off as a very small team, but even the time I've been here, which is only part of that time, the amount of changes we see, not just the site change, but how we operate, the kind of projects we do. What it makes me realise is that this is one of the most adaptable companies I can imagine. It would be interesting to have some kind of a magical fly on the wall to see how Prodrive really changed from the beginning to now, but I think you'd see that the pace of change now is just as great as it always has been. I'll be interested to see where we are at the 50th anniversary. I'm sure we'll be looking back at this time and being able to draw massive contrasts on how we're doing things in 10 years' time. Yeah, like I say, I'm looking forward to seeing where we go in the next 10, 20 years.
I think the development that Prodrive has had over the last couple of years has been quite fast, and the mindset in general has changed a lot from a small boutique motorsport company to a company that can use that knowledge elsewhere. There's a lot of members of our staff at Composites that have been with us for more than 15 or 20 years. So while it's an exciting, fast place to work, it's also a place you feel proud to come to. People that have been here as long as that, it's a testament to the culture and the excitement that we bring on a daily basis.
Prodrive hitting 40. I can remember being at Prodrive when we had our 25-year anniversary. I can remember us all gathering outside and having a great big group photo, and I'd say that was 15 years ago, so I was quite new to the company, so it was quite a marked event. Knowing that Prodrive's hit 40, it just sort of makes me think, wow, that time's gone really quick. Because I remember the 25th one like yesterday, and now we're in the 40th one, and it's crazy to think that Prodrive as a company has been around that long.
I think from a composites point of view, the next sort of 40 years could be really exciting with the lightweighting and energy efficiency, fuel saving and those kind of things. Composites is where it's at. So we're at the forefront of all of these new technologies of drones, and all of this kind of stuff is really, really interesting. And I think we're ideally placed with the different arms of the business to take that on head on.
We care for sustainability, and we want to be in the industry that uses new technologies to give us a more sustainable and better future.
Well, hard to know where that's going to take us really, but what I do know is that we'll be at the forefront of it, and I'm sure we'll make it a great success.
Obviously, the way that the world is going at the moment with hydrogen technology, battery technology, it's quite an exciting time to be an engineer. There's lots of different things coming on, and to be part of that new breed of technology is going to be an exciting thing. I can't wait to be part of it with Prodrive.